Yo, you watching the Third Party Podcast, episode 9, with our guy, Manny215. Let's go.
You already know what it is, Manny215, now rocking with the Third Party Podcast. Oh!
You know, Manny said he raps, so
He said he rap.
he said he spitting bars real quick. So
Be fired, yo.
You know what I'm saying? say he. It's me this fire. Can you spit something to it? Oh, you gotta drink his water. You know about to do like, yeah.
Oh, man. I'm on ice right now, man.
That's all right. You coming off the sickness. That's cool. It's cool.
yeah, man. We supposed to tap man.
Yeah. Yo, I'm Muslim Kason, a.k.a. the Muslim Boxer. You watching the Third Party Podcast. And, of course, you always here with my man, Rod DeVoe, a.k.a. Mr. Orange Hat, a.k.a. Mr. NyQuil. Not the medicine.
Not the medicine.
just nice.
Yo, Rod DeVoe, man. Third Party Podcast.
Episode 9.
We had a little break, man.
We did have a little break.
We had a little break.
I was chilling.
You was chilling?
I was chilling. How was you doing?
I was good, man. I was good. We had a little break, man. So we actually got something special. We're gonna do a bonus. You know what I mean? Since we had to drop back like a week or so.
Yeah, we
man.
gave y'all a week off, so that way we can go ahead and drop hot fire on you. Die long. You don't know about that. Yeah, you too young to know about that.
Hey, man, we here with the amazing Manny215.
Yes,
man.
sir.
Manny215. I've been a fan.
Same.
Yeah, I mean, watching him on the gram, watching him ascend, right?
He's a man of many talents. I didn't even know I was talking to him I'm over here thinking I'm talking to somebody else, but I was talking to him. He just negotiate for people. He talk to people. He do a lot.
So we want to welcome Manny215 to the Third Party Podcast.
I'm honored, man.
Appreciate
Thank you.
Welcome to the show, man. I'm always watching what some of
you
the
hip to
younger
the
guys
game.
doing, man. And you definitely one of the guys I see ascending. Manny215, former multi-platinum streaming artist and current serial entrepreneur. He's a fashion designer, tastemaker, curator, and Gen Z strategic advisor. It's major.
That's a heck of a platform right there.
He has worked with and helped establish many notable brands throughout the world, such as Top Dog Law, Black Sea Oil Gummies, Nanu's Hot Chicken, Yandy Smith.
Nanos or Nanos?
Nanos.
What's Nanos?
Listen, he gonna put you on.
We're gonna get into that.
And not to mention his own personal brand of Manny215. In 2019, Manny founded the What I Wish I Knew Foundation, whose focus is to combat gun violence through entrepreneurship, life skills, with a subdivision that helps formerly incarcerated individuals rehab back into society. Since then, Manny has led his team to not only impact thousands of families in Philadelphia and beyond, but has also been recognized by the city as an award-winning community leader.
That's a lot.
Yeah,
man.
we can leave right now.
We about to just go.
Great show.
Drop the mic and then just dip out of here. So you did all of this at the age of 2? You started like when do you have time to do this?
Oh man, I think the first thing we talked about was being a multi-platinum streaming artist. So kind of like picked up like rap. That was like my first like thing that I like put out to the world and started doing stuff and really started getting like recognition for. I was like 17, 2014, 2015.
You was singing or rapping?
Rapping.
So that was like last year. You were 17, right?
Shoot, man, I just turned 27, so it was like 10 years ago. Yeah, that was the first thing I like got like my name with. I would say like it went viral on like SoundCloud. It's getting a bunch of streams and stuff like that, and then one thing turned into another.
So what part of the city you from?
I'm from Uptown, 21st and Madera.
Uptown. What high school?
Martin Luther King. Graduated from King.
Graduated from King.
Spent some time at MO Tech for a little bit. Then I graduated from King.
Did you play any sports at
Yeah. I played receiver.
Okay.
Okay. The wide receivers be divas, dog.
I was a wide receiver. Chill out.
Exactly. So all right. So you 17 rapping. So at that time, like, what's the platform though, right? Because 10 years ago,
you couldn't even really post a video on Instagram yet. You feel me?
Right.
It was really just SoundCloud and like Twitter for like I wasn't really posting on Instagram. At that time, I had got like 4,000 followers on Twitter when it was like that was like unheard of having 1,000 followers. I was just going hard on the marketing, and you know the product was good, people was receiving it, and I said one thing turned to another.
So 21st and Madera, right? That's called Uptown.
So, yeah, Somerville.
All right,
I'm so lost.
Oh yeah.
I have no idea what y'all talking about.
Like, what's your neighborhood like?
Man, my homie shout out to O, man. He got a bar in a song where he said cause he moved up there from North Philly and we met in like 8th grade. He was like big house is green grass, but it's far from safe and sound. You feel me? So it's like a lot of people perception on Uptown is like, this Uptown, y'all got big houses, y'all got lawns and all, y'all got driveways, like no nothing really happening. Y'all got trees and all that, like. But we still dealing with the ignorance of people. You know what I'm saying? So we still plagued by, you know, the stuff that the rest of our society, specifically inner city black people, deal with. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Things changed over time. I know, like when my grandmother, when she moved uptown, you know, she was like one of the first black people like on her block.
Right.
She worked at like a bank. She had a good job. And, you know, the neighborhood was one way there, but by the time I was a pup running around, it was already a whole different environment.
How'd you, were you born Muslim? Did you come into Islam? How'd you find Islam?
Alhamdulillah, man. You know, Allah just guided me, man. I took my shot around like 2019.
How 2019, so that was...
Yeah, I was like 22.
22. So what's going to make a rapping 22-year-old
right
be like, yo,
from uptown
what's gonna make you take shahada?
Alhamdulillah, man. It was crazy because like I really dated, so I come from like a rural, like strict like Christian family. Like my family got a church biggest day on 29th and Dolphin.
Okay.
You know, I always, people laugh, I'll be like, man, I grew up singing in the choir. My mom still preached to this day.
I knew you was a singer. I knew you. I always start with a singer.
Right,
you know,
sniffed it out.
But I remember like just as a kid, like Allah just allowed me to understand like early that Jesus wasn't God. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember like my mom, she always instilled like say your prayers before you go to sleep and stuff like that. And I remember being a young boy, like, and you know, I would pray for everybody. Like, Wallahi, I pray for y'all because I literally would ask God to, like, you know, bless my relationships and the people that I didn't even meet yet in my life. Just understanding that it's people that that gonna be in my life that I ain't meet. Right. And I remember like pondering, like, all right, if my mom and dad made me and they got parents and they got parents, they got parents, like, and if Adam is the first human being and God created Adam, like, so who's God's parents and who's God's parents? Then who's their parent? Who's their parent? You get into a rabbit hole. And as a young boy, like I just submitted early to the fact that there's a unfathomable being that created everything. Because the reality, even though I can't think about him, the reality is that we're here, we exist. So something created all of this. So I submitted early as a young boy just to that understanding that, you know, God is the ultimate. But, you know, we grow up in a church, we learn different stuff. But, you know, alhamdulillah, I just never really got down with the thing, the whole, you know, some Christians believe Jesus is God. Some believe that God is one of three. But fast forward, you know, like, it's crazy, you know, all my friends was becoming Muslim. Now I'm like middle school, you know, a young teenager, 13, 14. All my friends was, I'm the only one Christian. I'm like, I'm Christian. Oh, tripping. I ain't been Muslim like
Jesus till I die.
Like I was on that, you know what I'm saying? Like keep it a being, but it's like, you know, fast forward, it's like, you know, now I'm the one that's leading a salat amongst my friends. You feel me? That, you know, when they seeing me, they're like, dang, like, bro, like, you motivated me like to stay on my joint and get back on my deen and all that. So,
you know, we talk to different people on here and it's like a tipping point, right? Yeah. Whether they, I fasted during Ramadan or I was around this brother or, you know, like I read this particular thing. Right. Somebody gave me a Quran. Like what would you say it was like that tipping point?
I was locked up 2017. You know what I'm saying? It was a African brother by the name of Duke, man. May Lord be pleased with whatever he at in his life right now. You feel me? One day we just in the yard, you know, we talking, we popping it. And, you know, I'm watching him and he reciting stuff from the Bible with swiftness. And I'm like, yo, like I watch this boy pray every day. You know what I'm saying? And I'm under the mindset like Muslims don't believe in the Bible, like they don't even read it. So I'm like, how you like, so that? Now I'm listening to him, you feel me? Like he got my attention. So after it's done, now it's me and him on a one-on-one. So I'm on the journey like, yeah, man, like, you know, I just, you know, believe in as long as you being a good person, I don't see God wronging me for that. You feel me? Right. And he was like, the only question that I had for Christians is, if y'all believe in God, why do y'all pray in Jesus' name? And when he said that, it clicked. It took me all the way back to that time when I was a young boy. And I said, dang, I don't believe that Jesus is God. You get what I'm saying? And I never really prayed in Jesus' name. I always like prayed like intentionally to God. You know what I'm saying? God and God alone. So I didn't end up taking my shot at it again. This 2017, I took my shot at 2019. Right. So I came on Ponder, and then it was another instant. Whereas, so right after that, I'm talking to another one of the brothers on a block, and he gave me a book. It's called The Companions of the Prophet. So, and wallahi, when I tell you the only thing I got from this book, I opened it up, and within like the first like 2-3 minutes of me reading it, I see my name in it. So I'm like, hold up. I was taught my whole life that I got a Christian name. That was what I was told my whole life. So how is my name in this book? I go home and, you know, I just was at a point, you know, I got a newborn, I got a son. You know, I got a real crazy piece of advice when I was locked up. Like, whatever my man, shout out to Weez, man, he was like, you know, whatever you do, when you come home, do everything that you gotta do to not come back to this position. Because what happens is we end up doing wills on an installment plan. You do a year, come home, do 10 months, come home, do 2.5, come home. He said, bro, I'm about to turn 30 in jail, and I spent 7 summers out of my 20s locked up. Wow. He gave me the book, so I came home, and, you know, I got my son. I just want to be like a good person. I want a sincere relationship with God. You know what I'm saying? So I'm reading the Bible. I'm like, all right, I'm going to follow this joint to the T. You know what I'm saying? All right, I'm like, all right, dang. So if it say keep the Sabbath holy, why do we go to church on Sunday when the Sabbath is the 7th day and Sunday is the 1st day? All right, so I start, I'm going to just do what I got to do on Saturdays, you feel me? Right. And then, you know, I had a conversation with my cousin Kayan. We was outside of Manny215 and, you know, we were just talking. Again, we talking about religion. And he was like, yeah, like, Allah is not begotten or begotten. I was like, the Quran say that? It say that in the Quran? He was like, yeah. He pulled up Surah Ikhlas and straight showed me. And I'm like, I take my shot, I become Muslim. Cause and again, it took me back to that memory as a young boy. And alhamdulillah, that's why I really believe that Lord guides whom he will. Cause I feel like I was always guided, you know, since the beginning. Cause every time I think about like, what was my path to becoming Muslim, it always date back to that memory of understanding that there's an ultimate God out there.
Right. Talk about how the discipline from being a Christian, did it help you be a better Muslim, and did it help you already kind of have that mindset, or was it completely different?
No, man, alhamdulillah, man, may Allah guide my mom, bestow his mercy upon her. Like, she is still prayer into us, like, heavy. You know what I'm saying? I ain't go to sleep without praying on 5 and I don't know when. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, so it's like, you know, I think a lot of that stems from the importance of prayer being instilled to me early through my mother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I know. When I think about like the way I was raised, I credit my grandma with helping me become Muslim. You know what I mean? Because that just instilling that love for God, still in that how important prayer is and stuff like that, man. So Like, you know what I mean? Just real similar, like, you know, just instilling that from the beginning, man.
I envy y'all, man.
This boy Hafiz talking about he envy. Like, this dude, man.
Nah, listen. The appreciation that y'all have for being Christian and then coming to Islam, it's not a culture anymore. It's like, yo, you guys decided to choose this, and like that's the most amazing thing. I ain't really choose. I just was born into it, so it was more of a culture for me. So when you really see that,
I want to challenge you on that though. I feel like you do choose it because it's a lot of people that I seen, you know, that grew up Muslim and then they're choosing not to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like we still get a choice every day.
Absolutely. So,
but I think that's where I say I'm jealous. Though. Yeah, I get your sentiment.
I think that's where I'm talking about as far as that's where I'm jealous because for me, I feel like, you know, at a certain time in my life, you know, there was a time where it wasn't really instilled in me to be like, yo, I really like Islam. I really love Islam. It was just like, I'm Muslim.
Yeah.
But, you know, seeing y'all and hearing y'all story about how y'all came, man, like, you know, I envy that because, you know, the love wasn't there for a long time until I got older. Man, props to you. That's what's up. Because a lot of the times the youth don't really get that, have that discipline.
What was the conversation like between you and your mom?
Oh man,
See, I didn't think about it.
It's crazy. Like we still had conversation. Like I was taking her home last night, and we were just, you know, she giving her joint, her perspective, and I'm like, well, you know, look at it like this.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like she like, no, yeah, I see that. That makes sense. I can't say nothing about that.
Right.
Man, Allah bless it to become Muslim, man. That'd be dope.
Amen. But the conversation, it was pretty smooth, you know, like, alhamdulillah, like Allah blessed me, like, to always be, like, a intellectual guy, you know what I'm saying? So, like, my mom, like, she trusts my decision-making and stuff like that. Only thing she asked me, I was nervous, though. I'm like, man, I said, I gotta talk to you. So, you know, but it's crazy. Said that was like the only thing she really asked me. She was like, well, do you still believe in God? And I'm like, yeah, my Allah means God. That's like the whole premise of being Muslim, you know, is worshiping God. And that kind of was it, you know, like she supported, like she don't like try to force Christianity. You know, you got some people, some family members that like, you go a Christian your whole life, like I'm still gonna do it. I'm still she respect the fact that like
you was raised on pork.
You know what I'm saying? Like she respect the fact, she know that like, you know, my family, they just made a dinner for me. They made sure all the meat was halal because I don't even play about not eating halal meat. They made sure there was some fish there and all that.
Me and this boy go back and forth about that.
I grew up.
This boy eat some hit in the head quick, bro.
I grew up. Listen,
crazy, man.
Allahu Alam for if they got hit in the head. You know what I'm saying? Listen, if it's not pork, allow my brother.
You know, just listening to your story, man. Like it's so much in parallel with what I went through, having like coming from a very religious family, and you know, like my grandma was like the matriarch, and like very similar conversation, man. I was like, man, I was nervous. You know, she just like, well, baby, I know you ain't no follower, and you think about everything you do.
As long as you love Jesus, baby.
She just was like, you know, so. If that's how you want to be, I'm all for it.
Shout out to G-Ma.
But I think about the Muslim community.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, talk your talk, George.
Talk that.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be real. You know, another one of the biggest piece of dawah that was for me leading up to like me taking my shahada was like seeing the Eid, and I was like, dang, that's beautiful. Like seeing like the unity, like everybody like dressed the same, go do the same thing. I was like, I love that. You know what I'm saying? Especially seeing that amongst black people. You know what I'm saying? Like everything gonna chill for this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, you know, I love that aspect of it. And then, you know, alhamdulillah, my first Ramadan was during COVID. So shout out to Omar Sheikh, man, Ty, he was giving a kubba.
Oh my man, yo.
Man.
Oh, was my man.
he was giving a kubba, and he was like, you know, how do we expect to be people of Quran and we don't even read it?
Yeah.
And I was like, dang, here I am like 7 months into my joint. I don't even own one. Right after that, I went right and bought one. You know what I'm saying? So, and during that time, you know, Allah allowed me to read the whole Quran in its entirety, like really sit down like that my first Ramadan. So
another jealousy point. I never read the whole Quran in English.
Crazy. So I sat down with it. And then the reason why I'm saying that, because it's important, right? So a little bit after that, I remember like I'm outside and somebody asked me, they was like, yo, you Muslim? I'm like, yeah. Like, what type of Muslim are you? I'm like, hold up. I'm like,
what's that you claim?
I'm like, it's a type. And it was almost like that, like on like, I'm like, I'm Muslim.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Alhamdulillah.
So they're like, no, like, is you Salafi, is you Sunni, is you this, is you? I'm like, bro, I'm Muslim.
Right.
Love
You feel
Allah,
me?
right.
To the question, what I think about the city, and not the city, but the Muslim Ummah, you know what I'm saying? As from what I experienced, and I speak on the city because this is my biggest example.
Right.
I think it's a lot of division that's hurting the city when it comes down to that. I had people even tell me, yo, you not Muslim because you don't call yourself Salafi.
Wow.
Paying the law.
SubhanAllah, man.
But when we read the Quran,
Right.
Allah describes us one of a few ways.
Yeah.
We either believers, non-believers, we either hypocrites. You know what I'm saying? It's Benny Adam. Like where does these terms come in at? You know what I'm saying? So it's nothing wrong with calling yourself just a Muslim. You know what I'm saying? But I see how much that has divided to say, oh, don't go pray at this masjid.
Yeah.
Don't go there. You got kids saying stuff like, don't go to this masjid because they don't pray to the Quran. SubhanAllah, who is supposed to pray to the Quran?
Right,
I get
right.
what you're saying. I get where it's coming from. But it's like, come on, man, we gotta do better. And I notice it, and I know it's a thing within Philly. Because another piece of advice that I got early, one of the elders at Todd told me, it was like, look, because I start going to Jumu'ah like every Friday. You know what I'm saying? So he see me, like, one day he's like, yo, travel. Go to different masjids and see the Ummah. You know what I'm saying? So now, when we go out the city, we go to different masjids. I know Muslims in Chicago. I know Muslims in Baltimore. I know Muslims in New York. I know Muslims in Orlando. You know what I'm saying? And I go around them and I see how they move. I'm like, oh,
yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna stamp how what I'm saying is a real thing. You know what I'm saying? I was in Orlando on business with Black Seed Oil Gummies, and I met a brother who's a foreigner that lived in Texas that said the same thing that I'm saying right now about Philly on our first time meeting.
I'm be honest, man. Philadelphia is known worldwide for like what happens in the Muslim community in Philly.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, like I've been in Mecca, Medina, Dubai. I've been in a lot of different places.
This city different.
Yeah.
And feel like how Muslims are in Philly absolutely come up, man. And as somebody just a little bit older,
A lot.
it is, to me, it's sad that
Accept your age, bro. Accept it, bro.
it's just sad that like these same, like it's a cycle, right? Because these things come in waves, and the way people, just the division and stuff like that, man. So for you being like a new Muslim and saying the same stuff that was happening 10, 15, 20 years ago.
Crazy. Bro, you know what the problem is with us here, bro? In Philly, we look at another Muslim like, oh, that's just that nigga, that's just that girl.
Right.
We don't look at each other like, that's a Muslim, let me treat him or her
sacred
like
blood.
a Muslim.
Right.
Manny215. Like what? Explain that to us, like the concept, how you came to that, and what that means.
I don't know. I just always had like a real deep like infatuation with the city, real rap. Like, my first tattoo was like a P with a small 215 on top of it. You feel me? So like I don't know. I just always had like that sense of pride. Yeah, like from where I'm from. So You know,
It's
our
funny.
real name is Emmanuel Manny, short for that.
Hey,
You
my
know
first
what I'm
tattoo was WB.
You got a tattoo?
I was about to say that. I was looking at you
What's
like, you got a
WB?
tattoo?
West Baltimore.
Oh my!
Yo, you know that? Yo, we in Baltimore we do the Warner Brothers, but it stands for West Baltimore.
It's
Yeah,
funny.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
a comedian. He do a thing about black people hating America but loving their city.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like he was like, you're not going to hear a black person make a song about America or I love the
We're here to
USA.
talk about our city.
They
We're
gonna
gonna talk about
that city.
ATL, Brooklyn,
That's a
Philly.
fact, though. That's a fact.
Absolutely.
That's a fact.
All right, so back to Manny215.
Yeah.
From a purpose branding, like what does Manny215 represent though?
Oh man, that's a great question. I would like to think that I represent anybody that comes from the city that share the same story as me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't grow up with my dad. Only thing I heard about money growing up was I don't have it. Holes in my sneakers. One pair of jeans for the summer. You know what I'm saying? Locked up, had a kid pretty early, I would like to say. You know, ran around the streets, all that. But, you know, I feel like I represent people that share and can relate to that story, but the progression of it, you know what I'm saying? Because the story of Manny215 don't stop there. You know what I'm saying? You know, I always like to tell people that this version of myself that people seeing and everybody is like, you know, falling in love with, so to say, I gave this version of myself like a fair chance. Like I really had to stop making excuses, stop playing the blame game, stop victimizing everything else in my life and say like, I'm gonna wake up every day and make decisions for this person that I want to be. You know what I'm saying?
So it's like choosing every day. You choosing to be.
Gotta make a choice, man. That's the only thing we really can do.
What type of things encompass Manny215? What are you doing out in the world that encompasses, you know, that brand?
We got 215 Apparel. We represent Philly through fashion, just like our Nike check. Like we don't really switch it up for
Philly die for y'all.
yeah, we want we want to put
You don't understand it, bro.
No, I don't. I don't. I'm Baltimore. You heard me. You heard me, dummy.
You know, that aspect of it, you know, would take up like a lot of my time. Is in your face resources. You know, that's our company. Whereas, you know, we basically help businesses scale and grow. We provide everything that they need, like something as small as like a graphic being done to as big as like accounting and legal services. So I spend a lot of my time like, you know, behind the scenes on projects, you know, strategically advising, you feel me, like taking people budgets. You got a $10,000 budget. I'm the person that you come to and say, this how these dollars should be spent. And then we also offer the things within our company to be able to get that plan done. After that, you know, we got the What I Wish I Knew Foundation. It's good. I laugh a little bit when you say I'm a community activist and stuff like that. I always I laugh at that because I don't see myself as that, right? I see myself as a businessman. Like I understand that, you know, having a nonprofit is a business. You know what I'm saying? I have to really run this business when it comes to the work that I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Am I sincere with it? Allah knows best. You know what I'm saying? I just so happen to start a business that has a social impact. You know what I'm saying? The stuff that I see as charity is the stuff that people don't see on camera. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when, you know, my folks calling me and I'm on the phone with them for hours giving them advice. You know what I'm saying? When, you know, I know my homie's situation and we all out and he know that we about to eat. He don't even gotta tap his pockets knowing there's nothing there. I'ma just hit the joint with Apple Pay. And that's not even a conversation that we gotta have. You know what I'm saying? So those are the things that I see as charity, spending money on my family, stuff like that, being intentional. Those are stuff that I see as charity. Everything else, I understand the good that's in it. But for me, it's really just a business, you know what I'm saying? Because I care about, you know, people that come from where I come from, I understand, like, even with the name, What I Wish I Knew, I really had to look at it because I was always the intellectual amongst my friends. You know what I'm saying? I got two homies that actually said on 2 separate occasions, yo, I know your whole name because when we was in school, you always got the highest test score. So they always said it on a loudspeaker and your name was on the posters around the school.
So
you know what I'm saying?
Smart and privileged. That's what's up, man.
I would say privileged, man. But I'm saying that to say that, you know, once I sat down and I had to look at myself at 19 and say like, yo, like the stuff that I'm doing, I really thought that made sense. You'd have asked me what I was doing at 19, I would have told you that I'm selling drugs to invest into my music career to get out the hood.
Right.
But it's like, how is that my way out the hood when I got to be in the hood to sell a product?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't until I started 215 Apparel and with Lloyd, like, our first order on our website was to somebody in Maine.
Right.
I still haven't been to Maine. I don't know what the air tastes like, but I made money there.
It's boring. It's boring.
It's cold air.
Cold and boring. Just to let you know.
So you know, that just opened up my mind. So when I looked at it, I said, damn, if I'm the intellectual, you know what I'm saying, and I'm looking at stuff that I didn't know, information barriers I didn't know, what does that say about my homies that got below basic? You know what I'm saying? What does it say about the other kids that's coming up under me that's going to fall in those same categories? So, you know, I just created a business with a model to be able to, you know, kind of curve that, you know what I'm saying, and provide the information and opportunities necessary for our people to strive.
You're an influencer, right? And you're a Muslim influencer. Like, how do you balance those two things? Because there's a lot of stuff on, you know, that comes with it.
I just try my best. Like, my approach to content, period, is just like, you know, authenticity. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't strive to create content. We document, and then we put it together and tell a story how it need to be told. Like, that's the most effective thing when we talk about branding, is being able to tell the story. So, you know, I look at social media as our portfolio for our work. So you can scroll all the way. I don't know how many posts I got right now, but you can scroll all the way. You can scroll all the way down to the bottom and work your way up, and you can kind of see in real time everything that we talked about in this interview. You know what I'm saying?
So look, we got some. I think we got like some breaking news.
What's the breaking news, though?
I think we got some breaking news, right? So there's a big rumor out that Manny215 is no gun zone.
Pow, pow.
Yo, listen. that no gun zone,
no
bro?
gun zone, crazy. I done seen that joint on trucks and
everything.
Yo, listen. You the founder?
No, man.
What's happening?
What's the deal with you? And what is the deal with you and no gun zone, man?
No, man. It's crazy. Like, I met No Gun Zone, I want to say like 2019. It was around the time I took my shot. I had just started What I Wish I Knew. And, you know, we just connected then. And I always liked his platform. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, it really shed light on what's going on. It's people that was oblivious to the amount of killing and violence that was going on in the city because, you know, all right, yeah, they showed it on the news, but people like me wasn't watching the news. That was coming up on my timeline. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, we met then, and then the relationship really just started, like, from there. And then when we did our tour in, I want to say 2021, 2022, whenever that was, we did a high school tour, and I just asked, I said, bro, like, you know, can you be a sponsor for this joint? You feel me? You be a sponsor for our tour, help shed light on what it is that we doing. And then we just seen how receptive the city was to me. You know what I'm saying? And we start having conversations like, bro, this important because, you know, and bro always say this, like, everybody want to give, you know, once you get locked up and you do a bunch of years, or you get shot up, or you even die, then they want to talk about don't do it. No, we need to give the prequel to all of that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, shout out to No Gun Zone, man. I always sound like he's my first cosign. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, he really gave me the platform to be able to really let the people, because the stuff that I was doing, that people see me doing, I've been doing, it just wasn't out to the world. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, he helped me be more strategic with my marketing now. So now it's like, all right, then I could really push my ideas I got from marketing because I really got like a platform to do so now.
Right.
Yeah.
So what would you say to all the young black kids, young Muslim kids who are striving to be, you know, influencers in the game?
I would say don't strive to be a Muslim influencer. You know what I'm saying? Just try to be your authentic self and tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna come. You know what I'm saying? Like I was having a conversation with somebody about that. He was like, "Yeah, I want to be an influencer." I said, most people that want to be an influencer shouldn't be an influencer for.
What I just say yesterday.
You know what I'm saying?
Did you say that?
What did I say? I said most people who want to be leaders should never be in the leader position.
Because when you understand a position of leader, there's a lot of smoke that come with that. You know what I'm saying? Like
What kind of smoke you get?
It's a lot of heat.
Aside from O Block, what kind of smoke you get? Man, talk about some of that part of it, the stuff that people don't see.
You got people that you know, you got to deal with jealousy, envy. You know what I'm saying? People now, because I got a platform, people want to say, "Oh, I'm only doing stuff for clout."
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
yeah, cause Sadetty.
You know what I'm saying? You wasn't saying that when I had 5,000 followers and I was doing the same thing that I'm doing now. You know what I'm saying? You gotta deal with, you know, the responsibility if you sincere. Cause I look at it sometimes, I'm like, dang, like I got response. I be betting with my homies, like, man, I want to post a picture like this, but it's like
thirst trap picture.
but I understand though. But I understand that, you know, yeah, like it's real youngins watching me. You know what I'm saying? Even like, you know, in my music, you know what I'm saying? When I was doing music, like, you know, I started being conscious of that, like, dang, like I really gotta like be intentional with what it is that I'm saying, cause I understand that, you know, it's young boys really listening to me. I remember one of my most famous songs I made in like 2014, 2015. 2020, I performed this song. Mind you, I was in high school when I made the song.
Mm-hmm.
I'm out of high school now, right? 5 years. 2020, I performed the song at a high school and they rapping the words back to me word for word.
Wow.
I was like, I was in high school and I made this. I mean, y'all was in middle school listening to this. So it's like, you know, having that responsibility, understanding that, dang, I could say something or I could do something, I could post something, and someone is going to accept that as like right or wrong to do in life. You know what I'm saying? Or right or wrong to say in life. So, you know, you got to deal with that. You got to deal with people thinking that you got more than you got.
You rich, bro. What you talking about, man? Y'all boys got money.
Yo.
Thinking that you got more than you got.
Money,
when
bro.
I tell you they be looking like, yo, you got this amount of followers. Like, yo, I know you got money. I be like,
and those followers, don't get us wrong. I know you know what I'm saying? We done, you know, did business. So it's like those followers can turn into money.
Absolutely. But you got to turn it into money.
You got to turn the money in. It's
that joint is work.
With it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People don't really understand that it's a lot of work that got to go into it. But I mean, you know, we done had a great conversation. We got to get into some fun things now.
Listen, man, before we do that, man, I really want to commend you, man.
Absolutely.
I'm excited to see you continue to grow and just like do good work. And, you know, just kind of continue to step in the forefront. It's refreshing.
Absolutely.
To see younger people stepping up, man. I don't always agree with y'all. but
because you can't understand it.
But I understand that though. Like it's stuff that I just can't understand, you know. But
that's why we need people like you, because you actually give us a platform to actually say what we thinking.
No, listen.
And one thing, like, you know, you being like an elder, like you like that. But you being like just speaking on our dynamic, like you being an elder to me. You know what I'm saying? I look at elder, I don't care if you 5 years older than me, like you're an elder to me. like you offer a perspective on life that I probably ain't even hit yet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You got 17 years.
You know what I'm saying?
Before that joint hit.
So
He counting, bro.
so every time, so you know, every time we you know.
Yeah, we done been in the same space.
Every time we connect, it's always love. You know what I'm saying? I always appreciate,
Absolutely.
you know, the energy amongst us three. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
So yeah, man. Like
I see him anywhere. You would think that I didn't know him since ever. We was at the Gilly joint.
Yeah.
I'm standing right
yeah.
there saying we just wrapping it up. Hey, no, we need to be like this. Nah, it's always love. Always love. That's one thing I definitely respect about you. You know, it's one thing. You always the same person. You know, no matter where we are. Alhamdulillah, what's going on? What's happening?
Yeah.
So man. Keep it up, and you keeping being that old wisdom that we needed.
No. I tell you what, man. Like it's because I appreciated older dudes that let me be me. That kind of was like, come on, I see you. Go ahead, you know what I mean, and like
important.
like without hating though, you know what I mean, because a lot of, and I don't think older dudes intentionally do it.
No,
it's just that like you gotta be aware to be like, you know what, this ain't my lane, but I'ma always support y'all, you know what I mean? I'm always, because I know y'all gonna get there, right?
Yeah.
Like you at one day you're gonna be my age, inshallah. And you know, you'll have that perspective, man.
That's like the motto for what I wish I knew is like, in order to get a stampede turnaround, you gotta start from the front. And the youth is the front. So if we not leading by example or giving them opportunity, wisdom, perspective, how do we expect the stampede to go left or right? You know what I'm saying? For too long within our culture, the front of our stampede has been on autopilot, has been, you know, driven by like the media, driven by everything else but the people in the community that needed the most.
No doubt, man. My thing is that I don't want to be a dinosaur.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Them boys want to stink, you know what I mean? Because they couldn't adapt.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm always
you
like
gonna go obsolete.
Right. And the way we should think about staying relevant is through y'all. You know what I mean? And not like he'll tell you, I step out the way, man. Like I step out the way. You know, I'm behind the scenes. Like even from like I'm low key. I don't, you know what I mean? Because you know it's people like y'all, man. So I just appreciate you coming, sharing the story, man. So we're gonna get into a couple questions. All right. So it's Black History Month, right?
Absolutely.
All right. So what's your favorite black movie?
My favorite black movie?
Yeah.
Dang, that's
It's a comedy.
good joint, man.
It's for him.
He already ready.
My favorite black movie I'm keeping being is Drumline.
Drumline? That's a good one.
Yeah, that's like my favorite.
That's Nick Cannon anyway. He look like Nick Cannon anyway.
That's my shout out to Nick, man. That's one of my favorite. Like when I was a young boy, I used to be like, yeah, man, I want to get braids, like, and I really used to be drumming on everything, like
making the faces.
You know what's sad?
I know that word. I know that joint word for word.
They don't have band in Philly.
What?
They don't have band.
Yeah, because that's really like that's really a down south thing, though.
That's a
That's
black
really a
staple.
down south thing.
People get college scholarships to go
For
play
band.
band.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
You know, because I was, when I do the stuff where I was at, I was looking for like when I was doing the Juneteenth Jones.
Yeah.
Seen the kid with the trumpet?
No.
Y'all gotta watch the kid with the trumpet.
He in Philly?
Nah, he down south.
Yeah, down south. They take that.
I'm just saying,
serious.
my man was bumping.
I believe it. I'm just saying, like it's sad, like
because you'll see it like even like in Drumline though, like Nick Cannon's from New York, and then he went down.
Right.
He went down south, and the boy first they sat on the bus, man. He said, "Down here is all about the bands, baby."
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
There's no the fact that Philly. I mean, it might be one consolidated, but when I was looking for a band, I was looking for a joint to do the Juneteenth. I couldn't find it.
I know it called like PME Drumline. Like
yeah, I know him.
Yeah,
I know him.
I
He did my joint.
Yeah,
my man, I forget. Hey, that's my man. He do the Elmo joint too.
You know what's
Yeah.
crazy? It be kids out on the side, like on the streets, like especially on Broad Street, all up in with the drum.
Like once in a while.
It's a couple
it's
of
a
them.
little
voice there in the city, but it ain't
Definitely
something,
a couple of them.
It ain't something that like I'm going to Philly to find a drummer.
Nah,
you know
you're
what I'm
not
saying?
going.
It's adult like PME. He Positive Movement. He an adult, and the boy at West Powelton, they adults. The Sixers, the boys that be at the Sixers game.
Yeah,
that's my man.
Yeah.
I just always see him at what is it, a Dune Day.
Yeah.
I always see him at a Dune Day. You always see him at some of the festivals. So I appreciate it, especially music. it's something that resonates with us more than anything.
Yeah.
You know that rhythm. I know you Salafi, so you know that's how
Cut
He like no reason. No, it's a
trolling,
joke. Oh man. So another thing, your favorite movie is Drumline. That's crazy.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's
My
dope.
joint is, what's yours?
Boys in the Hood.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Furious, man.
Okay.
That's like that's just my joint, man.
Mine is Life.
Life is
Okay,
good. Life is
yeah.
life is good.
Boy,
Life
I
is
love.
good.
So, what's your favorite Black historical figure,
My favorite Black historical figure.
or who?
Dang. I don't know. That's a good question. Me and my man having this conversation about Michael Jordan and LeBron. Is like I'd be more excited to see LeBron than Michael Jordan.
Okay. All right. I mean, it makes sense though. You 27.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
I'd be more excited to see LeBron than
Right
Michael
now,
Jordan.
Dave Chappelle.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I love Dave
I
Chappelle.
mess
I
with.
love
I
Dave
mess
Chappelle.
with Dave.
Yeah,
He's a
His
very
whole story
intelligent
and all
man.
That, yeah, how he carry it. Yeah.
I mean, his father was an imam. He I appreciate people like that. You know.
All right, I got my person though.
Who your person?
Clarence Avant.
Clarence Avon. Talk about him. I don't know Clarence Avon.
Yeah, I was about to say I thought
You don't know
you
who Clarence Avant is?
nah.
No. Is a music industry person?
Man,
All right, man. He must be from the streets, dog. we might have to leave that one alone,
Clarence,
dog.
man, he the
What they call a
he
bookie?
the celebrity of the celebrities. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like he the one that, and he just passed away. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I know. He the Godfather.
Yeah, the Black Godfather.
Black
yeah,
Godfather.
Yeah,
That's
Like he.
my bad. I ain't know. I know who
he a
that is.
bull.
Yeah.
He a bull.
He's that man.
Yeah. He a
He's that
bull.
man right there.
Yeah.
He damn near the Al Heyman of a music industry.
Y'all
Yeah,
young, bro.
movie
It's-
industry, the
Bro,
movie industry,
he's that-
music, all that.
Yo,
it's
he's
funny,
the
yo.
one
I'm so
who
old,
had
bro.
Bill Withers.
Well, I ain't no sunshine.
So he
when
is.
it's
Look, he trying to say.
Listen,
He trying to say. You gotta
I told you. But listen, the Godfather, Clarence, he is the reason why Bill Withers is Bill Withers.
Yeah, bro.
I believe
That he went to his house.
my boy, I was supposed to watch the documentary. I ain't get to watch.
No,
I ain't
watch
get
See,
it.
I watched the documentary. I say, yo, this dude is amazing.
But it put it to perspective, even the stuff that we doing now with in your face resources. You know what I'm saying? Is creating opportunity, like going to the table with an unselfish agenda. You know what I'm saying? That's what I take away from watching that joint. Like, they had a joint where it's like it was Michael Jackson versus like Sony or something like that, and then they like, who is him? Like, what he doing here? He represent all of us.
He
You know what I'm
Himothy.
saying? So like, yeah,
Himothy.
he bored, man. He was bored.
All right, what's the worst job you ever had?
The worst job I ever had. Dang. I'm gonna keep it a bean. It was like my first job. Like my first job, I worked at Fresh Grocer in the hot food section. And every Sunday, every Sunday,
Go ahead.
every Sunday they came in there for them chitlins, and I had to scoop them joints in the cup every Sunday, like back my foot, back and forth, like back and so you see, I
Wait.
start getting angry. I start thinking about it, like,
wait. So which Fresh Grocer was it?
LaSalle.
LaSalle John. Yeah. That Joe in the hot food section.
Yo, when I tell you, like, yo,
They had you getting chitlin
Twam,
juice all
like-
over you.
twam, like, I'm just,
He said
oh my
twam.
God, like,
Doo-doo tubes? Is that what I
I'm
call
like,
it?
yo, how y'all
Doo-doo
eat these
tube.
joints?
All
Like,
right.
That's
they
disgusting.
want the hot sauce, all that.
Before we do back, who plays you in a movie?
Who plays me in a movie? I don't know, Minister Zay.
Who?
Like,
Minister Zay?
yeah.
Who say, they say you look like
Yeah,
him?
they be saying
Who
we look
Minister
alike.
Zay?
The
Who Minister
the
Zay?
humble
Why-
clothes. You ever see
why
the
don't
clothes
you-
line Humble?
Yeah.
Who?
Humble.
Humble.
You ever see
Nah.
that clothes line?
No,
He got like a real big clothes line.
I'm like ruining this for y'all right now. Yo, vibing like I'm like. Ooh.
He like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Oh wait, the HM.
HMBL.
Yeah, he do
Yeah.
like hoodies or something.
Yeah.
All right.
We like
I never s-
doppelgangers for
Oh,
for
really?
real. Like
All right.
I do think we kind of look like a little bit. You feel me?
You don't really look like somebody like right off the bat.
Like
I would have to-
people like literally they be walking up to you like, yeah, like, ooh, like I be wearing your clothes and all that. I'm like, yeah, what's my clothing line? They be like, Humble, ain't you the Humble boy? I'm like, Bro, where you see dreads at?
Stop playing with me. That's how you gotta stop playing with me.
But we really like adopted. We both got a clothing line. You know, people look at us as like youth leaders. You know what I'm saying?
You met him?
Yeah.
He about y'all about the same age?
Yeah, we like the same age.
Oh, that's what's
you know,
up.
Yeah, he a little
I'm
older.
Muslim. He Christian.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? People know I'm a Muslim. People know you're a Christian.
Yeah.
You be praying on the gram and all that. So it's like we kind of like
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
So I
yeah,
think he would play me.
I like it. Cheesesteaks or pizza?
Easy cheesesteaks.
Cheesesteak.
Chicken cheesesteaks? Cheesesteaks.
No chicken cheese.
Thank you.
Chicken cheese.
Halal cheesesteaks. How about that?
Cheesesteaks. Halal.
Cheesesteaks are halal.
Halal cheesesteaks.
What are you talking about? Cheesesteaks are
Yo,
halal.
you gotta cut it out, bro.
Cheesesteaks are halal. Yo, one time my boy was like, yo, he said, listen, man, your fitra is a little off because you be eating that. I said, what? He said, you wonder why your khushu can't get on point. He said, it's that numb to be her boy. You know what's crazy though?
I just got
I'm not
on
gonna hold you. I tried it.
joint.
I ain't gonna lie. Cause of him, I'm like, all right, let me try I'm trying.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm trying. Cause a good steak at a
Yeah, Lord,
steakhouse.
make it easy. for
And
me,
me,
man.
and me.
Wait, somebody told me it's a major joint downtown. They got halal steaks.
Yeah.
Now where you getting the steak cheesesteak from?
Where I'm getting a cheesesteak from. See, it's hard to find a halal cheesesteak. It's hard. You know what I've been substituting with?
Los
I'm gonna tell you what I've been substituting with. I've been going down South Street, right there next to Lorenzo's. They got a crazy chopped cheese. Chopped cheese. You gotta get the jerk sauce, barbecue jerk sauce on it. So, because that's not on the menu.
Right.
That's not on the menu.
Barbecue
so you got
jerk sauce.
chopped cheese. Come on, let me get that. And they put a quesadilla style for you, wrap style, however you want to do it.
There you go.
We can go down there. We can
listen,
go down there.
I'm a fat.
Because I'm hungry. I ain't eat yet. Man.
I'm a fat boy. Cause
It's like
what?
that. It's like that.
All right. So you doing water ice or Mr. Softy?
Pause.
He don't ask that question because he let every show he let me do it so that he can say pause.
I was just
Oh,
saying.
man. We had Sadiq's water ice, man.
Yeah.
We had
Shout out to
Sadiq's, man.
Sadiq.
We had Deeks.
All right, and then of course your favorite silly Philly slang word.
Cooking a raw. And I like, it's
Cooking
a
a
lot.
what?
Cooking a raw. Like, it's a lot. Like, I don't know, because we got our own little lingo for
Yo.
like, you got overall Philly lingo, like John,
Right,
Young
right.
Boy, all that.
Keeping
but we
it a
got
bean.
like, we can, you know what I'm saying, and all that, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
That's a good one.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
saying?
It's either, you know what I'm saying,
You
and
know what
all
I'm saying?
that, or cooking her out.
I don't know that.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, cooking
I
around
love
God.
the way y'all say the P word. We won't say that on here, but I ain't gonna hold you.
All right, I don't. It's a family show, brother.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a family
I ain't gonna hold you. The way y'all say the P word is
Oh
crazy.
my
Fun,
gosh, man, this bull out of
Property.
pocket, though. How about out of
Property
pocket?
power.
Exactly, Poppy.
I went to see the boy Desi Banks.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
You
was-
see him live?
Yeah.
How was he? He was good?
He was good, man. He was good.
I don't know
yeah.
Desi Banks. Who's Desi Banks?
He like an influencer.
Yeah, he like a comedian.
But he influencer turned comedian. It was good, but he was throwing the John out there.
He was throwing it
Yeah,
out there.
yeah, like as a joke.
Oh, he came to
Oh.
Philly?
Yeah,
he
yeah,
did
yeah.
just kind of Philly.
Yeah.
Desi.
Yeah.
Oh, the dude from down south.
Yeah.
I know he's talking about.
It was good. He was throwing the
He
John
funny?
out there. He was. I'm telling you, Matt. So I never seen any of his stuff.
See, I be judging people. I be trying to see him live. 'Cause I know it's one thing.
Yeah, it's one thing
the
to be on
gram,
camera.
then- Yeah, you laughing?
Yeah, he did good.
Alright,
he did good, man. I was like,
I
all
take
right.
that stamp. I take that stamp.
I mean, I've seen his videos of comedy, like of stand up comedy, and I'm like, he had the crowd laughing. But Southern comedy is different from
Bro, the
up
bull's
north.
funny.
He's funny.
He funny.
He definitely
All
funny.
right. I mean, you don't want him to be.
I give it to him. He's funny.
You don't want to be funny.
No. Hey, black power to the black man. You know what I'm saying? Power to the black man.
Hey, man, third party podcast episode. I don't even want to say the episode number.
Third Party Podcast, episode 9,
Episode
Manny215. Man, we really appreciate
man,
you
we'll-
coming out.